Lastly, and my favorite of all probably three, I don't know, I love all three, but the easiest one that I would say is just solds. So when you're making a just sold call or knocking on a just sold door, you have the power of going, this house already sold at 123 Elm Street. It sold for this amount of money in this amount of time. So I wanted to check in with all the neighbors because we still have a lot of buyers that are looking for this neighborhood to see if you or anyone else you know might be interested in selling. They're either going to say, I do, I don't, whatever they're going to say. Then with scripting, the next thing you're going to say, okay, well, I appreciate it. You can't think of anyone. Can I ask you if it was the perfect situation, John, because you're going to have their information, John, and you were to move, where would you go next? Well, I don't know. Maybe we're going to leave in 2 years, retire to Arizona after I, come up for my pension or whatever it is. Okay, so 2 years, that's exciting. So Arizona, what's in Arizona? Oh, I got family there. Oh, well, that's great. All right, who's that? Your mom, your dad? No, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Build rapport, build a relationship. Right? All I'm doing now is in my database is I'm building all of these future sellers. Then with the scripting, my goal is to get an email address and I provide value and start to market to them over time because it's never if, it's always when. Every day I wake up and I know that it's not if somebody's going to sell their house, it's when they're going to sell their house. And when they do, I'm your guy. I'm that guy. So I'm building this database. Now, with just solds, they love to hear success stories. So in the MLS, if you're going, well, I haven't sold any homes, I haven't sold any listings or anything, you have the entire MLS. You're not saying I just sold this home. You'd say a home just sold at 123 Elm Street. It sold in 3 days for $44,000 over asking price. Can you believe that, John? It's that easy. They go, wow, that's insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we still have a lot of buyers looking for your neighborhood. Script. That's all we do. All right. Then people want a neighborhood expert. After you start calling on certain just solds in a neighborhood and you continue your follow-up, you become that person that's notifying them every time something's sold in that area. Or one of my favorite just solds, high-rise condos. I call the building and let them know every single time that a unit just sold in their building, how much it sold for, unbelievable what it sold for. Then I become the expert of that building. Over time, I'm the trusted person that they're going to think about. Then I start to drip them with marketing. Then I just start dripping them with direct mail. Then I start to do handwritten notes and just say, hey, I was just thinking about you the other day. Hope you're doing well, Susie. If you ever need anything real estate wise, just give me a call. We're in the business of making people feel special at scale. That's all our whole job is. And then it's a pipeline of endless opportunities. You have all of these opportunities sitting there. But now as you start to leverage the technology and you're using a triple line dialer, you're using all kind of different technology, you're able to go through so many calls, leave automated voicemails. If you aren't using texting campaigns, right, you've got Easy Text. You've got Sly Broadcast. Easy Text is a company that for like half a penny, you can send text messages to a group of a calling list and you could text out, hey, this property just sold at 123 Elm Street. We still have buyers looking in your neighborhood. Are you or anyone you know in your neighborhood interested in selling? Think about if I sent that text to 200 people today. Do you think I'd get a single response? Absolutely, I would. I just got to get the data, upload it into Easy Text, pay the money. It's like, I think it's half a cent per text message that goes out. Don't hold me to that. I don't work for Easy Text. And then I blast that all out. Then I have people responding to me. Then after the text, I call them anyway and follow up with a call. If you're using a company like Sly Broadcast, you can actually make the call, leave a pre-recorded voicemail, bypass even having to speak to them and leave that same message. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in this revolution of technology, but if you're not leveraging it, you're going to get left behind. And so these little pieces start to build up. The first step, find the list, make the call, have a follow-up plan. Then let's start getting techie and go, cool, I got that down. Now I'm going to add Easy Text. Now I'm going to add Sly Broadcast. Now I'm going to add direct mail. That's how you build that entire pipeline business. All we're trying to do, we're in a village and there's a pond at the bottom of the village. I don't want to have to carry those ding buckets every day. I'm going to build a pipeline that gets it straight from the water, straight into my sweet little house. That's all we're trying to do here. And it takes time to do that. So where do you also find them? You have sales meetings. So people go like, hey, I just sold this property. Congratulations. Cool. If you're on a real estate team, you have access to all of theirs and you can use their team validity. And then of course you have the entire MLS, endless amount of leads and opportunities. I do want to talk about this script for a moment because this is probably the most powerful script that you're going to want to really develop because it breaks it down into what we call checkdowns. So when you're using a just sold or a just listed, so first of all, we're talking about just sold. You can also use this exact same play for a just listed. So let's say someone in your office just listed a house at 123 Elm Street. you're going to call up that seller and go, hey, we just listed a house at 123 Elm Street. It's going to be going active on the market this Saturday, or it's already hit the market. It just hit the market. It's 450,000. We know this property is going to sell extremely fast. So I was calling all the neighbors to see if you or anyone you know might be interested in selling, because we're going to have a lot of extra buyers. It's easy. Then they go, yes, no, whatever. Then you go to your next check down, which is, if you were to move, where would you go next? You have that check down. After that, you have your next check down, which is, okay, well, fair enough. And can I ask you, do you own any investment properties? If they say yes, offer a free CMA for the investment properties. If they say no, really, you don't own any investment properties? Oh my gosh, one of the things I do is help everybody build wealth through real estate. I'm actually going to be hosting a Zoom seminar on how to buy your first investment property on September 15th. I'd love to email you that invite. What's the best email address for you? That's an option. Or you can go, hey, oh my gosh, really? Oh, I would love to sit down with you and talk to you about how you can build wealth through real estate. Does this week work, or is next week better for me to come by and talk to you about how to buy your first investment property? They go, no, I don't want any investment properties. That's not for me. Then your third check down is, hey, I put out this amazing market report that always tells all the neighbors exactly what's going on in the area. A lot of them love to receive it because it tells them what they could refi for. It has so much data that it just gives you everything you want to know. I get a lot of great feedback on it. John, would you like that by email, or do you want to receive that by regular mail? Well, I guess, yeah. All right, I guess email would be great. All right, what's the email address? And then I put them on HomeBot, or I put them on Altos Market Research, or whatever market report system you're using. So that's why I wanted to take a moment on that script, where I really want to be clear. You have to understand your checkdowns. The one call isn't just, hey, my name's Susie with Remax, and I was curious, we sold a house. Do you want to sell? You're going to get destroyed. Every call is to build a relationship, and every call is to try to provide some level of value and maximize each one of those opportunities. Now, you can apply this exactly to door knocking. It's the same thing. You're just going to be door knocking. So if you found a just sold, you're going to door knock 50 doors to the left, 50 doors to the right, or a radius of the doors, and go, hey, this property just sold at 123 Elm Street. I'm just knocking on the door because I need inventory. I need to find other sellers that are interested in selling, because we still have buyers that missed out on that opportunity. So John, my name is, and you just do the same thing right at the door. Boom, 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 boom. So in that, you have to know the goal. You're building rapport, you're providing value, and then you're going to capture the email address, right? That's what makes it so critical.